Hi friends, hope you are doing fine. So as a part of our habit cloud journey, Red Hat 8, today we are going to discuss about performance co-pilot. Earlier we discussed about the cockpit, but this is another utility in Red Hat that it will collect, analyze and extend vital characteristics of our system performance. This performance copilot is a system performance analysis toolkit, you can say. It will collect performance matrices from your systems efficiently. All logs like memory, CPU, disks, everything you need to ready. And analyze system performance matrices in real time or historical data. It will collect all the logs every time and you can query all those logs and do performance analysis of your server. So today we will discuss particularly on this performance copilot and their services. So that performance copilot is a tool, services and libraries for monitoring, visualizing, storing and analyzing system level performance measurement. The performance matrix collection daemon (PCMD) is responsible for collecting performance data on the host system and various client tools such as PM info, PM state. You can use those commands to collect system performance and it will give you the logs, all those logs which is vital for system, and you can analyze and you can take proactive measures. So how we do that? Performance Copilot also has the ability to store data in log file. The facility PM logger service is there. Once you start those services after installing Performance Copilot, you can query your data. And all these, by default, PM logger collects data every second and store log data in that file where log pcpm logger. And after that, it will you can query your data. So what exactly happened on the systems? You can query all those log file using PM logger. So this is a very fast, scalable time series querying performance metrics series works with local PM logger. And you can query all those logs. You can collect all those performance metrics using PCMD. You can do all analysis, and apart from that, once you install PCP, you can generate diagnostic reports from cockpit. Also cockpit is also a good tool to analyze system performance, query performance and analyze all the vital characteristics of the server. You can display all the available process related matrices using PM info, monitor the number of open file descriptors of the process, monitor the CPU time, memory usage, and the number of threads of the process, monitor all outgoing network matrices for the wireless LAN interface, display all available process related to the matrices in an archive. So this thing you can do all, and you can do system level performance monitoring. PCMD comes with a wide range of command line utilities for assessing live performance matrices, and you can do additional information. In the example of minus host, display all enabled performance matrices on a host is short description. PM info -t, you can collect all the enabled performance matrices. Display in detailed information about the performance matrices that you can also do. Monitor the disk level write operations, and you can monitor the CPU load, memory usage, disk write operation after installing Performance pilots. So these are the things, main things we have today for particularly we will concentrate on Performance Copilot PCP, and we will install our services and we'll check how it is working and what we can analyze, what are the things we are having to collect, analyze and extend, that we are going to discuss today. So as we know that once we earlier we discussed about cockpit. So we have a cockpit in Node1 installed. So if you check, we will see what are the matrices we have. So let us log in onto the cockpit and I will show you what we can do with cockpit. So cockpit is also a good tool to collect and generate diagnostic performance. You can here you can see once you install cockpit, it will collect all system performance. Here you can see CPU cores. What are the like usages of the CPU? 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 7 minutes. It will collect all those informations here, and you can check your server like servers information. What is system information? So what exactly it is? What kind of display controller you are having, the network controller you are having, every information it will collect and you can monitor all those servers. And you can, what are the updates you are available? If you're subscribed to some, here you can check your updates. Like if any new updates has came from Red Hat repository, it will give you refresh the package informations and it will give you the information. These are the new updates which is available for your systems. If you want to update, you can do that. Right now it's collecting all those informations. It will take some time, and cockpit is also good. But after installing Performance Copilot, you can generate diagnostic reports also. You can analyze the systems, and once you enable the logger service, PM logger service, you can collect more relevant data for CPU, memory, disk, and all the performance related query you can do after installing Performance Copilot. And together with the Copilot cockpit, it's giving a lot of information. So here you can see all the updates, whatever the updates we are having, we can, it will give you the information that these are the new updates which came from Red Hat repository, satellite repository, and you can, if you want to install all those pilot related informations, you can do that. Here the cockpit is giving all the software updates informations over here. So you can check whether these updates is required or any kind of information you want to gather. Here you can see what exactly the packages is. Video, earlier we installed video also, so these are the new packages has came. It will give you the information about the packages. It's a Linux, mine is Red Hat Linux 8.2. So these are the things we are having. You can see here memory, CPU, hard disk, network traffic. You can see here. You can monitor all those. And if you want any kind of If you want to join the domain, you can also join the domains. You can check installed software, what exactly the software which is installed in your server. So right now it's checking all the installed software. It will take some time. And what exactly I wanted to show you, once you install a performance copilot, if you want to monitor your logs, you can do also that. You can, if you want to view 24 hours logs, last 7 days log, current boot logs, previous boot logs, that you can also do that. Let us suppose last 7 days I am doing, and if I will say only everything you want, I want everything, I want, but services I want, here I'm changing the services here. I want root level. So it will give you the all the information, what exactly happened in previous dates, everything it will give. I want any kind of service HTTPD related. It will give you the all the information, which particular service, what exactly happened. And if I want any kind of process which is related to cockpit related, cockpit session, so it will give you the cockpit sessions. So you can monitor your previous logs service wise using, and if you want any kind of thing which is related to my firewall related, it will give you the firewall related. And apart from that, severity, if you might want only error warning in a war, so you can check warning related. And if you want everything, then you can, it will give you the warning, everything related information related particularly that services. If I want only debug in notice and above, so it will give you the notice related. So you can filter out the logs files using cockpit. Cockpit is a very good utility to monitor your systems. Earlier I had a discussion on cockpit. So what exactly I wanted to show you, that here you can see that whatever the bridges, bond, team, any kind of network related things you can also monitor here. You can check your services, and apart from that you can also do accounts, what are the accounts has been created. Let us suppose earlier we created some accounts like user 101. So you can log these accounts, you can set password, you can force change, you can do some administration as well. Let us suppose if I want to uh, unlock this account, you can do that. If you want to delete this user, you can delete this user also. And if apart from that account level operations, you can create a new account as well from the cockpit itself. So you have to provide all those information, whether there is, and after that users also can be created here. And services, if you asking about the services, you can check your services, you can start your services. You can see here all the services information you can manage from here. Timers, sockets related services, timers related services, paths, targets, every services has been categorized over here. And if you want to filter your services, you can enable services. If you want enable services, you can check enable services in targets. System services, if you can say what are the services enabled. You can see enable services. If you want to check only disabled services, you can see the disabled services. So if I want to know the sockets, what are the sockets which is enabled, you can check here. These are the sockets which is enabled. So you can create your timers also. Enable timers, it will give you disable timer. If you want to know the disabled timer, it will give you all the disabled. So what exactly I want to show here, that once we install PM Performance Copilot, we can generate a diagnostic reports over here. You can see I recently created one diagnostic reports. You can see that ASWAS report. Yesterday we discussed about that. So you can see here that I created that ASWAS reports. You can see it will give you all the information related. If I will go to report sections here, I can see the ASWAS reports. In HTML format also, to analyze the systems, what exactly that happen in the systems and all that we can see here. See the log plugins alternatives, all the system related information will come. And one of the important things that you can generate also, diagnostic reports you can generate, create report. Generating right now, it's report. It will take some time to generate the reports around as was reports. You can generate with cockpit. So right now because we have already created, so right now I'm not you can also do kernel dump. If you want to enable these services, it will be services will it will enable, and after that you can test your configuration. If you want to generate the kernel dump locally on Wirecrash, you can change the locations of kernel dump, core dump, that you can also do that. Subscription related, software updates related, and you can log in with the terminals as well from here itself. You can go for a bash level or any kind of cells, whatever the cells you want, using code. So now what exactly I want to show here, we will install in another systems, because in another one, not one we have already installed here. So what are the things we can do that we will, how we will monitor the, I already showed you the performance scope, how we can check with using cockpit. Earlier we already discussed. So let us install performance copilot. So let us see what exactly we have, what are the dependencies we have that we will discuss here. First of all, I will not give hyphen y because I want to see the dependencies, what are the software which we require to install PCMD, that we will see here. Right now it's retrieving all those informations. It will take some time from repositories. So here you can see, if you install PCP, these are the dependencies we have. It requires these 10 packages apart from PCP. So 10 packages is required, and download size is 3.4 megabytes. Install size is 10 megabytes. So let us install. So by the time it is get installed, let me discuss about the PCP. So what exactly we wanted to show it over here, that once you generate kernel dump over that, you can right now because it's require a reserve memory. Kernel dump is required a reserve memory, so it will take some time, but you can generate a kernel dump using cockpit also. You can create a diagnostic reports. I already showed you the diagnostic reports, what are the diagnostic reports we are having, and I will also upload these reports on our websites here. I will upload all these reports so that you can also view what exactly our systems, how it works, and we do have the some other tool as well that we will integrate all those things so that you can have the idea what exactly the system is doing. And so we will upload those logs, system logs, diagnostic logs on our website, TeamShare portal, so that everybody can view all those informations. So right now you can see that PCP has been installed now. So now let us do some more. We need to enable our services, performance copilot. Let us start our services now. We are enabling those services right now. We have to check the status as well, whether it is enabled or disabled. Right now you see that performance copilot, performance matrices collector demo is running right now. Now it is running. So let us know if we will do PM8 top, no, PM state command right now 5 times, what exactly it is giving right now, that you need to see. It will run 5 times and it will give you the vital characteristics of memory, swap memory, system, CPU idle time, load average. You can see the load average, memory, swap, IO system information it is giving you, and it will give you 5 times because I have given 5 times. So if I will you give PM status commands, it will continuously monitors all those vital characteristics like load average, memory, swap, system performance, CPU idle times. So right now it's monitoring all those things. So if I want to know about some information related to Copilot, PM info -t. So it will give you all those informations over here. You can see that logged informations, disk related informations, everything it is automatically collect and put on var log file that I will show you. So the that we have already seen that. Now one of the important thing that I just wanted to show, these are the import log files is getting generated by PCP. If you go in this path, because it is storing all those information over here only. See, all the logger files as PCMD, this is the path it is storing, the logger file. And if you want to enable that logger file, you can enable the logger file also, so that you can query all your data, because once you install and activate the services, it will automatically collect all those vital system performance related information and keep it here in this path. And using PM logger, we can query all those data, the performance related data. We can query all those performance related data and we can view it, that we will see today. Right now, I'm starting the PM logger services right now, because PM logger services need some time to start the services. So I discussed about the diagnostic reports. You can generate the diagnostic reports also after installing the PCMD, and you can do lot of services monitoring using cockpit, logs monitoring you can do using cockpit. And after enabling that, right now it's enabled, PM logger is already enabled now. We can enable the PM logger services. Let us enable it. Let us check the status of that. Right now it's enabled that PM logger service. Now let us do some query tasks so that we can see what exactly, if I am going on to that path, PM logger directory, you can see here. I'm going on to the PM logger path. And here you see whatever the data it is collecting, it will keep it here, your servers related data. You can check those logs files as well. And you can query the tasks. Because it will take a lot of time. This. So if I want to know about PM logger, PM well command I can provide. So here you can see the lot of options you have. What matrices source is PCP log archive, port connections, matrices. You can see all those help information related to performance queue. You can view it here. And if you can see all those here, your server, all data will be stored here in that. You can see the PM logger log file is stored here. The path is same, var log PCP PM logger. Here all data, the latest data Everything is getting stored related to your CPU, disk, performance, vital characteristic of all the performance related data will be stored here. And if you want to know about those data, you can query all those data. Let us suppose if I want to know about the kernel CPU informations, we can do that. Last minute, you can see the kernel CPU related informations, all this related information, it will monitor and it will give you the result in every interval 1 seconds. It will give you, and you can monitor all those using after enabling PM logger. Two CPU we are having, two core CPU we are having, and it will give you the result of both the CPU. So we also install that PCM in my first server also, but logger services actually I have to enable that PCMD. We have to check whether that particular services is running or not. Let me check. Here also we have enabled that. Right now it's not running, so because unnecessarily I don't want to monitor. So whenever I need, let us enable that services in my other servers. I'm starting the PCMD right now, and we'll enable PCMD here also. Now if I will check, right now it's running. So here earlier we did some query task over here. Log file, you can monitor all those log file over here. So you can see that what are the information it will collect. All those information it will show you, and it will keep all those log file on the same path, var log. Path, and you can collect diagnostic report from cockpit, kernel dump, all the vital characteristics. You can install it over here. So these are the important things we have using cockpit, and performance copilot gives you the complete monitoring of your Red Hat 8 systems. And apart from that, if you want third-party utility like Nagios, that you can also install it if you want. And these are the important logs we are having. So PMBAL, it will give you the kernel CPU related, and we discussed about that some characteristics over here. So that will display all the available process related matrices that proc related information. You can see memory, VM clocks. These all information it is collecting, and monitor the number of open files that you can also do. If you want to monitor the CPU time, that retrospective process monitoring that you can do using PM info command. Let us suppose if I want this one. Number of processes that are swapped. It will give you that what kind of process you want to see. So these are the live and retrospective process, and using PM logger you can query all those live, and that we have already seen how to query all those informations. So let us suppose if I want any kind of monitorings on my systems, related monitoring. Here you can see I already given you that how it is monitoring that using the PM well command. And if I want any kind of monitoring that you can also do using PM val hyphen t 1 minute. If I want to give this memory related information, see the memory related information will monitor here. So related to if I want to check any kind of any information like kernel related information here, you just pass this information over here using PM well, and it will count all those things interval. All these characteristic you can monitor here. Whatever the information using PM well, you can monitor. You just need to pass these arguments over here, and you can like block the information if you want to monitor. It will give you all this information, interval related information. So everything you can query, whatever PM info proc is there, and apart from them you can generate a diagnostic reports, check the logger services, your cockpit, kernel dump is also available. Diagnostic reports, I already shown you that I have already collected these diagnostic SOS reports, and I am giving all these SOS report on our websites also, so that everybody can see what exactly our system is, and it will give you the vital characteristics of all the information related to our services, all run settings, DF, all information about services, all every information it is collecting, whatever the information it is, it will be available. That's the important things that we can do. I hope this session is useful because we discussed a lot of information about performance co-pilot and cockpit over here. So we discussed how it is reliable, time series querying we can do. I have already given the retrospective process monitoring, how we can do using PM info, PM well command. You can go through this live performance matrices, how we can do. So these are the main things. I hope this session is useful for everyone. So right now I'm closing this session. Thanks for watching.